Welcome back. I'm Chef Brent Wertz. This is Cooking with Yuengling. My partner Danny Scott's behind the camera. We're two gentlemen that are responsible for the sauces and seasonings that are associated with Yuengling breweries. As you can see back here, we have several varieties, several barbecue sauces, a couple wing sauces. Today I'm going to use the hot wing sauce. This is an interesting little recipe because I think most people think of hot wing sauce for wings and that's it. So this is a hot wing sauce that we're going to do what I call hot shrimp. So as you can see here, we're going to take these shrimp. These are 1620 shrimp. I took the liberty of going ahead and cleaning the shell off of them and deveining them. So they're kind of ready to go. For hors d'oeuvre purposes, I always leave the last section of the tail on. Mostly so when people pick them up, they can, if they'd like to, generally in hors d'oeuvre, they'll pick them up by the tail. They can take a bite. Last bite, they just squeeze. Tail comes off. So it's kind of like a built-in handle, if you will. This recipe is easy and quick, which is kind of the concept of this cooking series, is to give you the consumer some easy ways to use our sauces. And may that be marinades, may that be with something like this, or stews. Particularly right now, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. I guess I'm going to get right to it. The series we're doing now is kind of like a winter series. So you'll see me using saute pans or crock pots, all indoor kind of cooking. We will come back in the summertime and got the smoker and the grill and show you how we do it that way. So we have the shrimp. I'm just going to place those in the pan, kind of one by one. Shrimp cook quick. This is a one-pan dish. This is great for hors d'oeuvre parties. What I do is kind of get myself set ahead of time. Have the shrimp. We're going to season those with Yuengling smoked salt seasoning. A little bit of smoked salt, some garlic, some pepper, a couple magic ingredients. It makes for a very nice seasoning from steak to shrimp. Turkey, veal, whatever. It's just a nice combination of flavor to put on anything. It brings out the flavors of what you're doing and adds a nice little kind of smoked edge to it. So as you can see, shrimp are going to cook quick. You can hear the magic in the pan. Every time I cook, I like to see smoke. I like to hear things sizzle. If you're not sizzling, you're really boiling, you're not sauteing, and we're here to saute today. So give them a minute or two on each side. But you can look at it, maybe you can get in tight. You kind of see how this shrimp here is starting to turn color on the sides and the top. Once it gets to that point, then you can flip it over. Because what we want to do is we want to cook the shrimp, not kill the shrimp. Shrimp cook pretty quickly and kind of see how that one, like a good example right there, the top's done. Now we just do the bottom. Bada bing. So we're going to flip these quick. And then we're going to build a sauce in the pan with the shrimp still in there. So you just take the shrimp, kind of put them around the outside. They're going to finish cooking as we continue to move on. We're going to take a little bit of fresh garlic. Kind of right in the middle. We just want to cook this. We don't want to burn this. We're going to take a little bit of parsley. Parsley brings a nice tanning flavor. The tannins in that kind of add a nice depth to it. We're then going to, we're going to deglaze with, like I like to say, the sound of success. Yuengling lager. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just deglaze them in the middle. You kind of see how it's going to instantly sizzle up. We go directly into a boil. So what we're doing now is we're cooking the alcohol out of the beer. So therefore this will be safe for little Susie, Johnny, Grandma, everyone can go ahead and enjoy it because the alcohol is now cooked out. You can kind of see it's a fun dish to cook because you can make some noise and you can make some good stuff. We're then going to go ahead and pour in the hot sauce. At this point the shrimp are probably 3/4 of the way done. The key is that you can see that you never lose your simmer. So the sauce is always hot, the shrimp are always hot. And you can see that these are just getting on. So we pull these out of the pan into our plate. I don't think it's anything fancy, we'll just stack them up in 9/8. And what we're doing is we're letting this sauce continue to cook down a little bit. And unfortunately, you can't smell this wonderful aroma that comes out of it. You can kind of see how the garlic and the herbs are cooking together, reducing down with the sauce. To get to this point, we're going to put a little butter. This is called Monte au beurre. I've been a chef at a 4- or 5-star resort for just about 25 years now. And this is how we kind of finish sauces. We put butter in there, a little bit off the heat, and then all we're doing is add a little butter to kind of see how it thickens the sauce. But it also makes it a little bit shiny. And it kind of evens the flavor out. We're going to finish that with just a quick shot of lime. Turn it around a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and just pour that over top of the shrimp. Now usually this is hot enough because we reduced the hot sauce. It's usually warm enough to the amount that we don't need to have a whole bunch to dip in. And then I generally just put maybe 2 lime wedges or something on the side of the plate. This is pomegranate molasses. You can get in any store now. It adds a nice, very nice acidic kind of fresh pop to it. And you just kind of over the top of it. Maybe a few scallions or a few, I like scallions on it. Looks kind of nice, or some of the chives or something. But what we have here is the Yuengling hot shrimp, brought to you by All In Foods. Thank you very much for joining us. Brent Works, Danny Scott, we thank you. We're all here because of the beer. Think Yuengling.